Okay, so this cowl actually isn't very good, but I figured somebody would ask about it if I didn't show how I made it. I will probably replace this at some point, but this is a fairly simple one if you need one in a pinch. So you start by cutting a tombstone shaped piece of fabric out of some fake black leather. You'll want two pieces with the right sides together. And then you just want to cut a little divot on each side where the neck would be. And then on one side you'll start at the top of the divot and sew all the way around to the bottom of the other side. Just like that. You can kind of see the stitch line there. I don't know how well it shows up on the camera. And so then over on the side that's open, the side you didn't sew all the way, you just want to cut through both layers. You want to make a little rectangle. That's going to be the open part of the face. So then just flip that right side out. So here's kind of what you should have so far. And so then you want to cut your eye holes on each side. And basically you want them to be kind of flat across the top and then rounded across the bottom. Just like that. You'll do one on each side of the mask, of course. So now you kind of got the medieval executioner look going here. So then for the nose, you just cut a right triangle out of some pellon. And the long side of the triangle will go on the mask. So then you just hot glue that pellon triangle onto the back side of some more fake black leather, and you want to fold it over so that it cools in the bent shape. And so then just cut out the fabric around it, leaving a little bit of an out round. And then you'll just hot glue that down to the back side of the pellon on all three sides. So when you've got all three sides glued down, you'll probably find that you've got some little tabs at the very corners where the two sides meet. You just want to cut those off. So then that'll fit right onto the front of the mask. Hot glue does not stick to this fake black leather very well, so I actually just took a needle and thread and sewed it onto the front of the mask by hand. And when you're sewing it, you want to make sure that you keep the nose in the bent nose shape. You want to make sure that it doesn't spread out, because otherwise you'll end up with a flat nose. So you want to make sure that you keep it up in that triangular shape when you're sewing it. So here it is once it's all sewn onto the front of the mask. Again, back to the medieval executioner hood. And so for the ears, you basically want to cut an elongated diamond, and the long part will stick up above the mask, and the bottom will be what you'll sew to the mask. So you just take some more of that fake black leather, and you'll glue the ear onto the back side of it, of the fake black leather. So just put some hot glue along one side of the ear. And you just want to again fold the leather over it so that it dries in that shape, and then put some more hot glue on the inside of the fake black leather and cover that with another piece of fake black leather. You want to make sure again that you're bending it when you're gluing it so that it cools in the shape that you want. So you'd have it covered on both sides. So then just take a little hot glue and glue along the very edges of that fabric between the two layers so you get a nice closed ear of fabric. And then you just want to cut out around the fabric ear so that you end up with this, so that it's totally covered in fake black leather on both sides. And so then you'll just sew that to the mask, sewing up each side of the bottom to where the point starts, and then the top part will stick up above the mask. And so then here is what that looks like so far. The bottom is still open, so to fix that, I just cut a long rectangle of fake black leather, and I folded part of it down a little bit, and then I just took a piece of sticky back velcro and stuck that on one side, and put the corresponding piece on the other side, and then that will basically just go around your neck, around the bottom of the mask, to cover up your neck. It doesn't cover the chin, but it does cover the neck, just like that. And then once you put the cape over it, it covers the rest of everything. And so then here is my brother in the finished costume, minus the boots, because I actually made this for my cousin who has his own boots. Okay, we get it. You're Batman.